Thanks for tuning into Stocks with Antonio. Man, this market's been running up, and I know a lot of you are like, man, we're going to get that pull down, and you're trying to get in front of it. And I get it, right? If you can time it correctly, you'll make a lot of profit. But I wouldn't try to get it, I wouldn't try and get in front of it. I would just wait for some signs. Trying to time it could cost you a lot of money. So what I'm doing is I'm preparing myself by putting money on the sidelines, having money available for when we do get that pullback. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that I'm bearish. I'm bullish for 2026, believe it or not. And I've been saying that in my past videos, and I think we're going to go higher. To be honest, I think by in summer of 2027, so next year, the SPY will hit 800. Now, that's my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen. But I think right now, we are due soon. Now, I don't know exactly when. Does it start tomorrow when the market opens, or is it a week from now or a month from now? But I do believe we are going to get a pullback. I think it's just going to be a healthy pullback, and that's going to be a good opportunity to get into some positions or increase some of your position sizes and some great assets that you may have. So that's just my opinion on that. And I wanted to share a stock with you that I've been following. Now, this stock, Palantir, I bought into it in 2025, and I got my cost average is around 67 on it, so I'm happy about that. Now, that's a long term. I don't plan to sell it. I don't plan to do anything with it. I just plan to hold it long term. I believe it's going to be a lot higher 10 years from now. Now, that's what I believe now, right? I may make adjustments in my long term, but usually the stocks that I have in my long term position, I don't touch, right? When you get a good asset, you don't want to touch it. I know it's exciting when they run up, but you're really going to build wealth by buying the winners and holding them long term, right? Look how many companies out there that if you would have bought and held 10 years, 15 years, how much money you would have, right? Look at Apple, look at Meta. Just do some research on these amazing companies. If you would have bought 10 years ago, you can pick, say you would have invested $1,000. How much money would you have today? Look at Nvidia. Nvidia was a huge winner. You would have invested $1,000 in it like 10 years ago, it'd be so much more today. So you don't want to just buy and sell short term always, right? You want to build out a long term position because that's really how wealth is going to be created. But I do play short term, right? I want to make money now as I continue building my long term. And what I also do is when I make money on my short-term positions, I take some of that money for me, right? You got to pay yourself, but I take some of that money as well and put it into my long-term position. That way, I continue growing my long-term position because that's something very important that a lot of people sometimes don't do. You got to try and do your best to continue to invest in your long-term portfolio and try get into a habit of that and be consistent with it. If you can do that, you could change your life, not in a week, not in the short term, but long term, you could really build a nice portfolio, and that could help you maybe retire early, or when you get to that retirement age, live a better life. So that's what we want to do. So definitely don't forget about that long term portfolio. But what am I doing now for the short term, right? Palantir. Well, if you've been watching my videos, I do options, and I did a call options. For those of you that do options, you know that a call would be to the upside, right? And a put would be to the downside. So I did call option on Palantir, hoping it would close above 138, because I believe once it does that, it's going to go to the 140s and from there to the 150s and make a large move up fairly quickly, right? So that's why I've been watching it so closely. I decided to get out of my options, and I decided to do a 2x on it, right? Now, the 2x is, I want to say this in the video because sometimes people may get confused. 2x's are not meant to be held long term. They're meant for day trading or short term. So I want to throw that out there because I know sometimes people think that they could be held long term and they're more meant for day trading and short term. So I'm going to tell you the ticker symbol on the Palantir 2X for those of you that may want to do research, that may be interested in it. And it's P like in Paul, LTU. All right. That's the 2X of Palantir if you're bullish on it, which I am. If you've been watching it with me, you'll see that we've been getting close to that 138. We just haven't closed above it yet, but we've been getting close to it multiple times, and we're trading around that area. So that's why I got out of the my call option, because I didn't want it to expire worthless, or as we're getting closer to my expiration date, it is losing value. So I decided, look, I don't want to do options on it. I'm going to do the 2x. I believe we're going to eventually break that 138 and make that move higher, but you got to be patient with it. So since I'm not getting the entry perfect on it, I said, let me do the 2x. I can be a little bit more patient, more confident on it, because it's not going to lose the value like a call option that the expiration date's coming and it needs to make a move within a smaller time frame. This gives me a little bit more time, a little bit more peace of mind. And if it pulls down, if I still continue to be bullish when I look at the chart on a pullback, that'll be an opportunity to increase my position size. So when it does make the move, if it does, right, I make more profit. My portfolio will look better. Now, I'm not telling you what to buy, hold, or sell. I like to throw that out there. I'm sharing with you a stock that I'm paying close attention to. And if anybody that's watching this, if they decide to get into a play or they're in a play like this, make sure you're managing your trades. Now, if I ever make a video and I go over a stock and you want to know if I'm still in that play or what I'm doing with it, you can go ahead and leave me a comment. If I see it, I'll definitely reply to it. So don't be shy, leave me comments. But this is a play for the short term that I think is going to have a good reward. So I'm taking the risk and I'm gonna see if it plays out my way. I'll definitely keep you guys updated. If it goes my way, I'll make a future video letting you know how it goes. But since I've talked about it in some of my past videos, I wanted to let you know that I changed it from a call option. I'm in a 2x on this one. I do have it in my long term, but I am doing a short term play on it. If you look at Palantirs, that has had amazing earnings. They kill it out of the park every time. The company is doing great. So definitely, I do see it going back to the upside. I wouldn't see any reason why not to, but the key is going to be being patient. If you have Palantir in your portfolio, you already know what I got it in at. Let me know what was your entry. Let me know what your plan is with it. Let me know down in the comments below. If you haven't done so, do me a huge favor. Smash the like button on the video. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. And also check out the description box. I got a link in there for you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next one.